Hello everybody and welcome back to another action figure review. Today we're taking a look at this figure, the Phicen Snow Soldier. It's a rather old figure, but I really couldn't find any reviews or not that many reviews on YouTube, so I thought why not take a quick look at this figure because I just got it. But before we come to the figure, here we have the box, and outside the regular box we have this huge base that also comes with the figure. As you can see here, the base resembles a snowy landscape with a tree and some rocks, and it's quite massive. So when we open up the box here, we have a protective layer, and then we have the figure here inside the box with all the accessories. So for now I think we'll get the figure out of the box and take a look at the Snow Soldier. And here we have the completed Snow Soldier with most of the accessories and on the base here. And my first impression is that it's a really good looking figure, and it seems well made and solid even though it's an older figure. And especially the head sculpt here, in my opinion, looks way better on the figure than the picture on front of the box and the promo shots as well. So it, in my opinion, actually looks better out of the box than on the box. As I mentioned in the beginning, I couldn't really find any reviews or information about this figure anywhere, but it's also sold out, so I guess someone must have bought it. Now I was lucky to get one here, and I really don't regret it. The background story of the Snow Soldier is something with a king and a queen, and she's protecting the land, and she has great strength and intelligence, and yeah, it's cool to have a little background story as well. If we focus on the accessories, we have a total of 6 hands, 3 pairs, and we have 1 pair of this gesturing hand and another more clawing type aggressive hand here, and then we have the 2 gripping hands for the weapons. And speaking of the weapons, here we have a huge Trident like weapon, and over here we have a sword made of diecast metal. The other things that come with the figure is this shoulder armor with fur, and then we have the cape. And the cape is just able to be connected here on the neck of the figure, and then we remove the head and put the shoulder pads or shoulder fur armor here on the figure. The rest is already on the figure when it arrives in the box. And we have long leather boots, protective knee armor, and, well, not that much else. It looks good on the figure though. Now let's move in closer and take a look at some of the details of the figure here. In the base we have a selection of pegs that actually goes into the boots, so you can secure the figure on the base. Right now there is a peg in the left boot, and since you got I don't know, 4 or 5 different pegs, you can position the figure in different places on the base. And it also stands very well on its own, so the pegs are really not necessary, but because the base is not a completely plain surface, it's cool to have the pegs as well. Another detail is the trident here, where you can remove the head, so it's easy just to slide it into the hand. And we also have a leather sheath here for the sword. And I mentioned that the sword is die-cast metal. It's cool, I like the metal feel of the weapon, but it's also, well, a bit difficult to hold the weapon because it's so heavy. And you can see here that the wrist peg is not quite strong enough to keep it in all positions. But, well, you can work a little with it and then it's possible. The cape is without any kind of bendy wires. It's just a loose cape. I like that, and I think it fits this figure perfectly. The articulation of the figure is the same as you might be familiar with if you know the Phicen bodies. So This is a Phicen steel skeleton body with several points of articulation, and it moves with double jointed elbows and knees and a really good amount of ankle movement, head movement and body movement as well. Only thing you have to be aware of is don't leave it in poses where you bend the arms or the legs for a long period of time, because, well, it could potentially damage the figure. But I have really no complaints about the articulation and the choice of body type here. So for now I'm going to conclude this review and leave you with my opinion about this figure, and then I'll sum up everything. Yeah, I know it's a bit weird to recommend a figure that you can't really get anywhere. At the moment there are no snow soldiers available on eBay, and I can't find any available ones in stores around the world, so I wouldn't really know where to find one. But if you do, I highly recommend to check out the Snow Soldier. If you're a fan of these fantasy-like characters, you get a real cool looking and solid figure that, in my opinion, looks way better in hand than on the promo pictures and on the box. Thanks a lot for watching this review. Leave a comment and subscribe if you'd like to see more.